There are places we pass every day without ever knowing the stories they hold. Hidden amongst the trees in Ross Trevor, overlooking the waters of Carlingford Lough, stands an old brick chimney. Most people never give it a second glance. But this chimney is one of the last surviving reminders of a place that was once considered one of the finest hotels in Ireland. Today, the grand building has disappeared. The gardens are gone. The guests have long since left. Nature has reclaimed almost everything. But if we turn back the clock almost 150 years, this quiet piece of ground looked very different. Back in the 1800s, this site was home to the Old Quay Hotel, a small inn serving travelers arriving by sea. As tourism began to grow and more people discovered the beauty of the Mourne Mountains and Carlingford Lough, it became clear that something much larger was needed. So, in 1876, construction was completed on a magnificent new hotel known as the Mourne Hotel. It was built to impress. Standing proudly on the shoreline, visitors arriving in Ross Trevor were greeted by an elegant Victorian building surrounded by beautifully landscaped gardens with breathtaking views stretching across the Lough. The hotel quickly became one of the most desirable holiday destinations in Ireland. Not long afterwards, the Great Northern Railway Company purchased the hotel. It was renamed the Great Northern Hotel and became part of their famous network of luxury railway hotels. This was the golden age of rail travel. Families boarded steam trains in Belfast, Dublin, and towns across Ireland before continuing their journey to Ross Trevor, where fresh mountain air, beautiful scenery, and first-class hospitality awaited them. Imagine arriving here on a summer afternoon. Horse-drawn carriages roll through the entrance gates. Porters hurry to collect heavy suitcases. Ladies dressed in elegant Victorian gowns stroll through colorful gardens. Children laugh as they race across the lawns. Inside, polished wooden staircases, fine dining rooms, and luxurious bedrooms welcomed visitors from across Ireland and beyond. Outside, guests explored the Mourne Mountains, sailed on Carlingford Lough, enjoyed fishing trips, and spent peaceful evenings watching the sun set over the water. For decades, the Great Northern Hotel stood at the heart of Ross Trevor's growing tourist industry. It became more than just a hotel. It became part of the village itself. Generations celebrated weddings here. Families returned year after year, friendships were made, memories were created, but nothing lasts forever. As the decades passed, tourism changed. Cars replaced trains, holiday destinations evolved, yet despite everything, the hotel continued to stand as one of Ross Trevor's best-known landmarks. Then, on the 29th of December 1977, tragedy struck. A fire destroyed the hotel, bringing more than a century of history to an end. Within hours, the elegant rooms, grand staircases, and magnificent public spaces were gone. In the years that followed, what remained of the building was demolished. Almost everything disappeared. Almost, because somehow this chimney survived. Standing quietly amongst the trees, it has watched the world change around it. The old entrance walls still stand beside the road. The gate pillars remain where thousands of visitors once arrived. They're easy to miss if you don't know what you're looking for. Today, people pass this place every day, often without realizing they're standing where one of Ireland's grandest Victorian hotels once stood. The building may be gone, but its story is still here, hidden in the surviving walls, hidden in the old gateway, and standing proudly above it all, this forgotten chimney. It reminds us that history doesn't always disappear completely. Sometimes, all it leaves behind is one silent witness, waiting for someone to remember its story. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into local history, don't forget to subscribe to Drone Scene and I for more forgotten places, hidden stories, and aerial adventures. I'll see you in the next one.